Alright guys, welcome to RC Mojo. We've got a little bit of MC8 today. A couple of weeks ago I went out to give it a run and found the front tyres were catching on the headlight mounting screws. Not good. Turns out the stock springs have got to the point that they can't hold the weight of the truck above the stops. Anyway, CrossRC do some heavy duty springs. They're visibly much thicker than stock and they feel considerably stiffer. Might even be a bit too stiff. But if they sag like the stock ones, they will soon even out. Right, we need to take the load bed off to get to the spring mountings. There's the 3 screws on each side and then the bed just lifts off. Gives easy access to all but the front axle. Not too bad. The rear axles are really simple to swap the springs on. Just undo the 2 screws holding the spring in. The bottom nylock nut is easiest to get out with some needle-nosed parallel jaws, because you can then keep a good grip on the nut. Putting the new ones on is just as simple. The top nut isn't a nylock, so a bit of Loctite is a good idea as it holds the damper mounting on too. Not a good one to lose. I found when putting it back together it's easiest to pop the bottom screw and washer into the spring and attach that first, then do the top. Simple enough. The front axles are a little bit more involved. The steering gets in the way of the bottom nut, so we can't just grab it with a pair of pliers. With the truck tipped over, we can remove the damper and lower suspension link. Then we can remove the 2 screws that hold the bottom mount. Slide it off and we can get to the bottom nut. The new spring gets mounted to the mount, mounted to the top, just like the rears, with a little bit of Loctite. The suspension links and dampers get refitted, making sure not to do them up super tight as we don't want to crush all the plastic bits. Then we hit the front axle. I got as far as taking the wheel off, and it's interesting how the 3 rear axles seem to be able to support the entire truck quite nicely now. Yeah, so it was here the battery ran out on my camera. Well, that was annoying. I put the camera on charge and went to the chip shop for my dinner. Large cod and chips, nice. I also fitted the front spring, which, if you made the roof of the cab removable, it's almost as easy as the second axle. You can get to the head of the top screw through the cab. If you didn't make the roof removable, the entire cab will need to come off, which would really be quite annoying. So here we are then. Just the bed to go back on. You can already see it's riding much higher than before. It's actually right at the top of the dampers. Here's a compare. Quite amazing, I think. Even with a Pajero in the back, it barely sinks. That's 7 odd pounds of extra weight. Those are some stiff springs. Hopefully they'll soften up a little bit. I do like it though, looks quite promising. I would love to have some running footage to show it actually running, but I don't. Sorry, maybe next week. In the meantime, if you want to know when the next video goes up, why not subscribe? It's free after all. And of course, if you like this one, well, please hit the like button. It's always greatly appreciated. Alright, that's it. Bye guys.